This Sunday, the Hallmark Hall of Fame returns with a new movie, A Dog Named Christmas. Bruce Greenwood stars as the father of a young man who's trying to find foster homes for shelter dogs.
Dad, the shelter wants us to have a dog for the holidays. It's just for a few days, so that the dogs aren't alone in their kennels for Christmas.
You know, it's not that simple. They figure that when folks get the dog home, they're gonna bond with it, and somebody is gonna beg to keep it. That would be you, and then somebody else is gonna give in.
And Bruce Greenwood is with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So the idea of this story comes your way, and you embraced it first, or said?
Well, I was on holiday, and I was sort of reluctant to leave the holiday because it had only been a couple days. But then I read the script, and it was just generous and sweet. And I thought, okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
In this movie, you play the father of a boy who has developmental disabilities, and he's the one who comes up with this idea. And your immediate response is what?
Well, I mean, I kind of resisted at first. Really, the story's about a boy who wants a dog and a man who needs a dog. But the man doesn't know he needs the dog.
Right.
He sort of resists it, and then, but ultimately, you know, the dog gets into the family, and it's all over. You can't help but fall in love with it.
And looking at the pictures of the animals in this, it's kind of irresistible, right? It was a W.C. Fields who said never work with
children and animals. Yeah,
right.
I do a lot of both.
And is that a lesson worth passing on, or?
Well, the children can't really be enticed with hot dogs off camera as the animals can.
Right.
You know. But I mean, kids are generally great to work with. They're really open, and
Talk about that a little bit, because the reality of working with animals is these animals are very well trained. They're very well taken care of, and they may look like they're lavishing affection on you, but But they're doing what they're told.
No, they're lavishing affection.
They don't,
not to every actor.
Not to just you, only you. So there's a kind of reality to that. To the trainer with the hot dog?
No,
on the
you
other
get
side?
to know the dogs a little bit,
Yeah.
and they're reward driven. Some of them are praise driven,
right?
And some of them are reward driven, food.
Yeah.
And Johnny, who we were working with, was profoundly award driven.
Yeah.
So I'd always have a goodie for him.
So now, did you see any similarities to the way the dogs work and you work in your acting?
I'm more praise driven.
More praise driven. Well, everybody says you do a really good job in this.
Well, it was a very generous sort of Hallmarky feel on the movie anyway, because that's what it is. It's a Hallmark movie. So there was a lot of goodwill there.
Well, it's getting very nice notices, and it's going to be on this weekend, and also here this morning, along with some furry friends, is Emily Gear from PetFinders.com. Emily, how are you?
Very well.
So how does this work then?
Well,
because you have animals, shelters full of animals, right?
Yes.
And how does this work?
Well, what we do, we actually operate in 3 different areas, and we tend to take animals from kill shelters who essentially have no other chance. There are a lot of animals in shelters, predominantly because of lack of spay-neuter laws or lack of spay-neuter in general.
Well, and you're really talking about a numbers game, because there are so many abandoned animals in the United States.
You absolutely cannot save every single one of them.
Exactly right. So what happens then if somebody takes a dog or a cat or whatever home for a day or two? Is there usually a pretty positive response? So they usually end up keeping them?
Well, they don't always end up keeping them, and quite frankly, we like it when they don't, because we love to be able to use foster homes over and over again, so that we set up a rapport with a person, we know what their experience is, and that they can handle certain things, and we like to get foster homes that are willing to work with a dog, and then we like to place them from there so that we can then put a new animal in that foster home.
Way to go, way to go.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the movie.
Yeah, that's something that happens in the movie, right? He adopts this pet. And just for a few days, and that's what's happened as a result of doing the movie. There's over 2,000 shelters that have joined this program, where people can call in and find out at PetFinders.com what a shelter near you is, and you can adopt a pet for the holidays.
And participate. Bruce, thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it.
Thanks.
Loved you in Star Trek this past summer, dude.
Oh, thanks, man.
Excellent. All right. And Emily Gear, thank you very, very much as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Animals, praise. You like the praise. We're heaping praise on the dogs. A Dog Named Christmas airs this Sunday night at 9, 8 Central here on CBS. To learn more about fostering a dog over the holidays, go to our website, earlyshow.cbsnews.com.